Up legends, just going to go through the EU sell from London on a Tuesday. Now, this was a little bit after timing on London, but really clean setup. And nonetheless, a couple of ways you could have gone about your stop loss position. I went more conservative option. Matt and Cal, I know you guys were both in this as well and had the better stop loss position. So, good as shit to the both of you. Cool. All right. Positioning, we are at the decisional of that leg, or we've just induced the decisional of that bearish leg there. We've got a world of liquidity sitting underneath this on a higher time frame that we can sell into. So a sell like this, you can hold it long term, potentially even to a low like that, or mitigations of areas inside this bullish internal leg that we've got. Now for the setup, we've got our medium inducement sitting up here. Reason that's a medium inducement, obviously it's a high outside of Asia, but also so it is a 15-minute two leg. If we can induce that, we're good to go. Now, obviously timing was sitting here. In timing, it is very, very valid to look to buy through that, which I believe from memory we were trying to do, but there was no setup inside of it. But as soon as you take it, you're valid to look for a sell. Now, in terms of what you can target for the sell, you've got obviously this area here, which is a supply to demand area with some equal lows built up there. So you can look to target that full, or if you want to big dog it and hold it a little bit longer, you do have this supply to demand area here, which had also induced. That would be your final target given the bullish nature of the market. So if we drop down to the 1 minute, cool. So obviously at that point you break even virtually straight away, which is really, really nice to see. At this point, targeting at those lows down there. Now, if you had had prime entry, 4 pip stop, you're basically, like I said, doubling it. Full TP is down there. So yeah, you could have held it to partials, maybe at those lows, and then full TP down there. Full TP, big dog at there, full TP at there. There's heaps of ways you could have gone about it, but obviously for me, because I had a stop that was just absolutely monstrous, I was just targeting the 1 to 3 at those lows. I didn't want to try and play around with it too much. Just wanted to be able to secure my 3% from it. But this one definitely should have been a 4 pip stop, and it should have been partial there and then held fully there. Should have, definitely 100%. But yeah, obviously a good follow through initially. We had all these areas to push through. So, we had, of course, the initial point, we had this point, we had this point here, which is that supply to demand area. So we knew that this point was going to stall price out for a little bit, which it did. And it did a very good job of that. Stalled for ages inside that point. And then it gave me a little bit of fun just before hitting my take profit, where it decided I wanted to stall for another 20 minutes, 25 or so minutes. So yeah, that wasn't a lot of fun sitting down there, but ended up smoking that 1 to 3. And then within another matter of, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we got to that next TP target. So really clean setup, very, very tidy. This is 100%. There was profits left on the table, I think, from everyone that took it. If you had your stop loss placement there, like Matt and Cal did, that's a great place to start. But if we can just understand the weight of this inducement, there's nothing really to push it back up. Like I wouldn't even say it's a bad thing if you tried to hold to that low. The only reason I wouldn't try to hold to that low is all of this is a very valid demand area, and we do have liquidity up above to be able to target. But yeah, definitely that should have been final take profit, or at least, but there should have at least been 4%, 4.5% secured out of that trade. Matt, I think you got 1 to 4, which is great. Cal, I don't remember what you ended up getting out of it, but both of you are well done for getting the stop loss placement where it should have been. But yeah, really clean setup, very, very tidy. Quite a simple one, really. Obviously, pretty aggressive on the entry itself, but if we can just understand the positioning of setups with good inducements, good targets, understand our ranges, understand the intention of price, obviously we can capitalize on these and as you get better and better and better at them, obviously you can continue to progress what you get out of them and make more use of those setups. So yeah, let us know if you got any questions on it, but hopefully that'll make sense.